I can rap.
If Dion can rap. Give us something. Dion does this. You stop doing it every week, which I need you to get back to.
I need to do it every week again. So often,
you be
right now.
You be killing, bro.
Hey, let's go. Get the bear fare. I said bear fare, bus fare. And let's go. So I'm spitting solar eclipse. I got you seeing this fire. I'm feeling like Cinco de Mayo, but I'm secretly vile. Let's get acquainted. How you doing? Let me read off my bio. I live in Los Angeles, born and raised in Dayton, Ohio. It's Dion with an I. Hi. Where's the Wi-Fi? Rom-com is written and I publish a sci-fi. Revolutionary, breaking these rules with my broken fingers. My biggest problem is finishing that.
Nice.
I wish my flesh wasn't lazy. I would be owning these clubs. Now I'm stuck at this crossroads, crazy busy bone thugs. Diabolical, sick and sinister. My mama still love me. I have a habit of throwing babies and punting these puppies. I'm spitting Ryu and Ken with that Zaza that you get. Did not eat your belly button. What? Yeah, that was stupid. Now, let's go back, because I can't really leave these lyrics alone, because that was a double entendre with the 5 members of Bone.
Oh, I know. Man, hey. Jesus. He's so dope.
Hey, man. Thank you, brother. I need an album. I need to write something. I need to actually enjoy it. But you know my problem is the fact that I'm getting close to 40.
Well,
and
here's the thing, though. First off, you're better than so many people because, for one, you're clever as shit. Two, and we understand that because people be like, we do that club shit, blah blah blah, right? But I be watching these cats on like Sway and shit. I'm like, man, these cats, they don't be that dope, bro.
Yeah.
They just be like, I'm so high intensity. You be like,
right.
they're not clever. Like you enjoy being funny, you enjoy the rhyme patterns, the schemes that play off the words. I'm like,
I think out of everything I wrote, that Bone line is my favorite.
That's incredible.
I wish my flesh wasn't lazy.
Come on, man.
I would be owning these clubs, as in like comedy clubs.
Right.
Now I'm stuck at this crossroads, crazy busy. Bone Thugs.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites right there.
No, that's great. And then the come back to it at the end.
I can't keep going. I gotta let y'all know.
I had to let y'all know what I just did. You remind me of early Lupe Fiasco.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever listen to Lupe's mixtapes in like 2006, he had Rhyme of the. It was 1st to 15th. He did a Rhyming Ape. Revenge of the Nerds. Like his mixtapes were.
Revenge of the Nerds.
His mixtape was so crazy and clever. Yeah. You ever heard him?
No. I'm only been a Lupe single guy.
Nah. The singles are good, but they're. I'm not gonna say they're some of his worst stuff, but. It was just nowhere in comparison. Well, no, because when you look at like Kick Push, it's super cool, right? But Lupe's first 2 albums, incredible. But his first 3 mixtapes, I was like, nah, dog, there's nobody who's this clever. Who's like, I love Redman, I love Biggie, I love a lot of these cats who are like bars, punchlines. Lupe beat everybody.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And thanks Kanye for pushing him up, because I didn't hear from Lupe prior to that. What do you think will happen to him?
Nothing really happened to him. Lupe just
not marketing.
No, he just I know he got with like Atlantic Records and he didn't like being on their label because they wanted him to do commercial stuff. And Lupe was like, well, I'm not a commercial dude. Right. He's like, I'm a punchline kind of guy. So I think when you heard the not the Cool with the first album, Food and Liquor, I think that's a lot of what Lupe wanted to do. Right. And I think the Cool is definitely what Lupe wanted to do. And I think when you got to Lasers, that was more of what the label wanted. And the label was like, hey, we want, because then you saw a lot of songs with Trey Songz, and there was a lot more singy songs. Yeah. And you saw like a lot more. You saw the whole style change. And then when he got out, he started doing way more political stuff. And it kind of happens with like
when he got out.
When he got off the label. Yeah. But then you start seeing like, stuff with like you remember not Tech Nine, who was the other dude? Immortal Technique. And he was a guy who was like so dope, great rapper, but he was like political. Who was the other cats?
I know you're talking about the guy who went Christian too. He was on his early stuff. Gemstones.
Oh, you talking about Gemini? Yeah, he's Gemstones now.
Right,
Yeah, no, not him necessarily, but no, there was not Razcats. Who are the cats? Dead Prez, like Dead Prez. You know, they're great, but they also do a lot of political blah blah blah. Like there are these cats. Those guys don't get a lot of attention. You be like, oh, great rapper, but they're on this conscious level. They don't get the radio play. They just don't. And I think Lupe was fine making slow money instead of making like major hits and stuff like that.
You know what bothers me when it comes to hip hop? I'm a late hip hop head, and a late.
I am kind of too
comedy person as well. I hate when people get upset with my top 5 and my influences when it doesn't include theirs, because they grew up with like Big Daddy Kane and Richard Pryor, like all these older people. And I was like, no, I came in late. Like I came in when it came to hip hop, I came in loving rap from like Cash Money. And like, right. So I came in late and No Limit. Like I had all No Limit records. Like, man, you got to listen to Rakim. You got to listen to LL Cool J. Like at that time, they're kind of like phasing out. And I was like, now when you're older, trying to listen to old raps, like, man, we don't talk about boombox no more.
Right.
We don't talk about like yes, it was new. It's revolutionary. And that's how I feel about, I don't want to get away from this subject, but that's how I feel about Star Wars. It was fresh. It was new. I don't think Star Wars is that great. But the fact that it was like, yo, this is groundbreaking. Yeah. Nothing has ever been on
How
movie.
old were you when you watched Star Wars?
I'm talking 2001 for the first time. For the first time?
Yeah, you were
I was
grown up.
like, man, what is this?
Yeah. No, when you watch it as a kid, you go like,
it's groundbreaking. Yeah.